Today we are going to look at a tool called Trend Explorer. Now the Trend Explorer takes data straight from Pinterest Trend Explorer, so it's very simple, very straightforward. And data here are grouped based on the trend type, based on the region, based on the interest, and you can also look for things in between the trends. Now, for example, this one I have just open right now is for the United States, but again, it works from Canada. I don't know if you want to load it from Canada. Just it will load this data. It works for, I don't know, Italy. Let's see what I have in Italy going on. You click load trend and it will open. Now, so let's go back to United States quickly. So we're looking at the growing trends. And you can see there are bars that have three different colors. They organize by growing trend yearly, and that is how we rank them in Warpin. They have the Pinterest rank. So in this case, so the first Pinterest rank in this case here is Christmas nail. And notice though that over here, this is a seasonal keyword, so a seasonal trend. So if you scroll down, what you notice is these little tabs over here. Now in these tabs, they are ranked by Pinterest rank. So the first one up is the Christmas nail, which is also the label here as the first one. And this is how much it grew month over month, about 700% lately. And again, the colors, blue is monthly, red is yearly, and green is weekly. So over here you see the height of the bar that indicates or how many Pinterest searches happen for this trend specifically over time. And you can clearly see that as of now, so this is basically, it will be this month, you can clearly see that there was a lot of searches for Christmas nails probably about a year ago, and then went down, and there was nothing, and then come back up. So it's clearly a clear signal for seasonal trends. Then you have something like this one, so the watch party idea. And you can see that overall, the trend seems to grow, or it seems that it's growing over now, and it's growing a lot month over month. Now let's see what else is here that is interesting. A lot of the stuff are about Christmas, as you can imagine. Christmas banister idea, nothing, and then it goes up here. Wallpaper, iPad, a little bit last year, and then nothing, and now it goes up here. Stranger Things. Oh, my wife is actually watching this right now. It's very good. So there are quite a lot of searches for Stranger Things. Then let's see, Burrbasket, same thing, nothing, and then some stuff coming up again for Christmas. And as you can see overall, those are all the growing trends. Now let's see if I can get some yearly trends. So let me load the trends up here, and let's see what it gives me. Date planning inspo, future wedding plans. And again, those are the same data you can actually see on Pinterest trends. Now you see a very different trend now. Fall nails gives you, again, a seasonal indication, but nails, it's really high. But overall, year over year, this is growing, suggesting that if you have an account that is focused on nails, I mean, that seems you might really hitting the nail in the head. And same thing, again, outfit ideas, oops, sorry for zooming in, outfit ideas, hairstyles, and so on. Again, wallpaper backgrounds, it's very good. Let's see if I find something that grew and did not have much before. And the top ones doesn't look like there is something like that. Hello Kitty went down a little, crockpot recipes, spring nails, again, that's another seasonal event you can clearly see. Now let's see, maybe on monthly trends. Let's see what we find for December. Now we are December, getting close to Christmas. So this one, of course, is a little bit delayed. Happy Thanksgiving. See, and again, Christmas nails ranked out there, nails, and so on. So now let's look at some interest specific. So let's leave it growing trends. Let's pick, I don't know. Let's pick finance. And let's look what's as a growing trend in the United States. Now, saving strategies, let's see, to cash up money. Then let's see what we find down here. So, okay, so this is a very good one. So if you are in the finance or personal finance niche, now this would be a good one. If you are in the saving or money niche, that would be a pretty good one. As you can see, it's actually growing quite steadily over time. And if you focus on this one, you might actually be doing pretty well. Bi-weekly saving strategies, of course, here it seems that people have great ideas at the beginning of the year and then fade off and then start coming back. Entity, I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it seems like it's been steadily growing. Business owners, this is interesting. Looks like people have a lot of interest towards the beginning of the year, and then they lose interest over time. Payday, well, we love that. Okay, another way in which you can extend the searches that you have is by taking one of those and then using the seed keyword completion tool. So let's take, I don't know, credit score, because my mouse stopped on there. Let's take credit score. I'm gonna copy that, go on seed keyword completion. I'm gonna put it there, and I got get keyword suggestions. So what's happening now? The app is basically, WordPin is now looking for how can we enrich this keyword specifically. So this seed keyword. So credit score charts, credit score tips, credit score improvement, credit score repair, guide, explain, factors, range, categories, calculator, infographic. You can choose any of those. So now that you have all of these suggestions, what do you do? Well, you can either take it as is, you can copy it here, and once it's copied, you can go and start creating content. You can look for volume using the Keyword Explorer tool, or you can go on Pinterest, see what comes up, and evaluate one of the spins. Now, what I did, I took one of the keywords that were showing up in the seed keyword completion. I went on Pinterest and looked at pins that rank for the keyword. Then what I can do, I can take the pin ID or the URL, doesn't matter. If that's a public pin, then I can see all of this information. Now, this one came up. It's a public pin. Again, here you can only look at public pins or your own pins. Then you click on extract keywords. And here now you can see all potential keywords that are associated with this pin. Then you can maybe pick one of those, like improve your financial health, higher credit score, or credit score tips. That seems probably the most reliable. And you can go on Keyword Explorer. What we did here was to take one of the seed keyword completion data. Well, actually, I went back to this initial seed keyword, and this shows you a different way in which you can expand upon a keyword. Now, like the seed keyword completion, the Keyword Explorer looks for associated keywords to the seed one that you add and you write over here for the one you start from. However, the seed keyword completion is like a quick glance into keywords that are an extension of the current one. And there is no volume information. So some might exist in Pinterest, some might not. Over here instead, we look at the actual volume. So in this case, I took credit score, and it looks like there is a 34,000 searches per month in here going on. And then what it does, it kind of creates satellites over here explaining you, over keywords that are directly in a direct extension of this one. Now you can actually expand over this one, and you get volume for those, of course. So this is like 9,000, 2,000, and the color scale simply tells you if it's bluish, the volume is low. If it's reddish or red, the volume is higher. I don't know, let me show you an example. So here I can either right click, copy, or expand, or I can just click directly on that, and then it will expand over there. Now this one is more of a deep research tool, which will take a few minutes, because we are not only looking for information on the keyword that you just clicked on, but we're also looking information across some of those that are associated with that to see if that makes sense or not. So for example, here you get credit card debts, credit card points, credit card template, and those are all searches that do exist in Pinterest. You might get to some points where you cannot expand beyond a node, and that's fine. It means that we were unable for that specific keyword to find anything else that was associated with that. But over here you already have, oh my gosh, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, is that right? 9 10 11 12 13 keywords that you can use for pins. So another important point is that you don't need always to go with those with the highest volume that are out of your search. You can even go with some that have a lower volume, but still are something that people search for. You want to have a mix of high and low volume. You know, in the whole SEO style, you don't always want to target the super high volume keywords because there is also much more competition. So in this case, you want to look for a mix of both. So in this case here, we have a lot of ideas. In this case, those are associated with volume. And again, this goes in parallel with the seed keyword completion, and where you can do a little bit more of a deeper research into the volumes associated with keywords. So if you have any questions or you want to learn more about that, you go to WordPin. You can sign up. You can get 7 days for free. You get free 200 credits, and depending from the subscription that you pick, after your 7-day free trial is over, you get 150, 200, or 300 bonus points. Those are just yours. It's our way to say thank you for using WordPin. If you do not want to sign up for a full subscription, that's totally fine. You can test out the platform a little bit more using the pay-as-you-go. You can get 500 or 1,000 credits. They're valid for 6 months. Use them, have fun. And if you have any questions, you can go and contact us and send us a message, and we will be very happy to answer. Thank you again for watching the video, and hopefully I will see you on WordPin. Bye bye.